Greetings, loyal minions, beautiful humans. Welcome to the SciShow, the number one ranked YouTube channel for people who just finished recording their war hits. If that's you, I appreciate you. I need to appreciate myself more sometimes. I have just finished my war hits, so I'll start getting those ones ready for you soon. But of course, Small Giant don't like me resting. I'm just trying to get to the spar as quick as I can. But you know, new hero Amelia. As always, we will check out the portal. What do we got there? A 1.5% chance for a legendary event hero, 1% chance for an event featured hero. So yeah, kind of just normal looking there. We do only have 22 hours left until the new month, so I would suggest holding off on your summons until the new month, just to make sure you get the new hero of the month, or have a chance of getting the new hero of the month, unless you really want Eldrin and his tidy-whitey stripper costume, which doesn't come with the hero, but you get that from watching my video. No, I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I would suggest. Amelia, we've also got a costume for Julius. We'll have a look at that shortly. We have a fighter, which gives the talent of Revive, which is a fantastic class. So really, really good. Health regen, 420 over 6 turns. That's pretty paltry, so it doesn't really mean a lot. 1257 power hasn't crept up much in the last few days with the new heroes, but you know, it won't last long. Magic Carpet, very, very good family. Flight momentum, so the hero starts with full flight momentum. At the end of each turn, when taking damage, they lose a little bit. When casting their special skill, they gain flight momentum. Slower heroes gain increased. This hero is very fast. What that flight momentum does is give you up to 35% mana generation and up to 25% extra chance to dodge. And that's all linked with how much flight momentum you have. So it's really, really good at the start of the battle, especially you start just charging your heroes faster. And once they cast their special skill, that boosts it up again. We have the Transform Ailments passive, which recently got changed. So each time this character casts their special skill, all cleansable status ailments affecting attack, defense, and mana generation on all allies are transformed into matching undispellable buffs. This is really interesting here because this hero is very fast. That's going to be amazing for any quick mana down like the Moth Dust that should cleanse, should turn that Moth Dust into the... Where's a moth? Sorry, I just want to double check this. Where's a moth? So the Moth Dust, yeah. So if it's cleansed or removed, you do get to sleep maybe, but it should... Anyway, we know the drill with that. So, being very fast, that could be very handy for all those mana ailments or any other ailments, because it just means that that passive is going to be cast quite quickly. So any mana generation status are transformed to plus 40 mana generation, so keep that in mind. Weaker Mega Minions straight up gives it minus 75% HP to Mega Minions. Very balanced stats. Quite interesting. It's probably a little bit lower in the health, which is normal for very fast. It's interesting to see both attack and defense over 1300. I wouldn't imagine there's a lot of heroes over 1300 base for both attack and defense because, as I said, the health is a little bit lower. Swift maneuvers, running at very fast speed. Recovers 26% health for all allies. Dispels 1 buff from all enemies, the latest buff. Interesting it doesn't say cleansable or dispellable. Dispels 1 buff. Interesting. Just wording. I mean, to me, that's only going to dispel dispellable buffs. But yeah, sometimes it would... maybe it doesn't say that. My brain is a little bit mush at the moment. I do apologise. All allies except the caster get plus 34% chance to dodge special skills for 3 turns. Each dodge gives 27% attack stack. So that is handy because she is going up very fast. And it's for 3 turns. You get a chance to recharge and just continually try to get that dodge. It's only a small dodge though. 34% chance to dodge isn't great. And you're just getting the attack stack. So quite useful in a lot of sense. Just having a very fast healer is pretty good. 26% is quite low, especially if you're going against one of the foxes that drop that healing. Yeah, but I'd probably prefer some sort of mana buff as opposed to the attack stack, but it is making your heroes stronger. So you've got a lot of protection, you're transforming the ailments. Revive is good for a healer because she has a chance to come back. You've got the flight momentum making your hero quicker, and then you're giving the chance to dodge. So, there's a fair chance you can just continually have that up. But again, 37%, you've got to also remember there's heroes that will bypass that. So probably not fantastic, I wouldn't imagine, on defense. It's good to have a very fast healer on defense would be cool, but not doing a lot else. Only dispelling one buff, no cleanse. So yeah. I love very fast healers though. There's not a lot of them in the game, so that instantly 6-tile heal is really, really appealing. Just gives you that chance to get some early protection if you're not getting your normal tile. So very easy to use in a stack of just, a 1 or a 2. Because 6 tiles, you can stay alive a lot longer to get your other colors up. So that's Amelia. We'll have a quick look at Julius. I do like his original skill. You get the minion early up that gives mana generation. And the second charge, as it's a magic hero, you get the Fiend. So I did like that flexibility to start with, but it does get a bit hard to know exactly what you're going to get. We've got those new passives as well, so he looks kind of cool. Didn't mention Amelia much. Yeah, Magic Carpet heroes are looking pretty boring to me. They've got the theme, but there's just not a lot going on with them. Julius looks kind of cool. I like a bit of a pirate sort of thing. So he's now a cleric as opposed to a wizard. I'm not going to go through everything. We'll just have a look at the new passives. Stack on special. When the character casts their special skill, all enemies get minus 7% mana generation stack. If the special skill is fully charged, all enemies get 2 stacks. So that's really good at very fast, for that very fast first charge of magic. Also does lower the minion's health and has the damage on special. So when they cast their special, also have a 60% chance to do 150% damage to all enemies. If it's fully charged, it's 100%. So just a little bit of extra damage. So what's a change? The first charge, we have a summon minion with 16% HP and 25%. So, 1% HP, 5% attack. When summoned, the Enchanted Sigil minion gives small amount of mana for its owner. As long as the owner has the minion, that can't be dispelled. So that's fantastic. You just keep getting mana. It just says a small amount. It doesn't say... Yeah, so that one was a mana generation. So I really like this one that's just giving small amount. Problem is the minions are quite weak. There are also a lot of heroes that can remove those minions and feed off them, so to speak. Can't be dispelled, obviously, because it's attached to the minion. On the second charge, summons a cursed sigil fiend for all enemies. The fiend attacks its target with 120% attack every turn. That's not too bad because it's on all of them. That's a decent amount of attack, actually. The first one was 100, so that's gone up a little bit. The Cursed Fiend absorbs healing up to 70%. The caster steals 45% of generated mana from all enemies. The effect lasts as long as a target has Cursed Fiend. So that's handy if you can get to that second charge. I feel that's better on offense. Generally, these heroes are better on offense because you can't control when they're firing, so on defense. But on offense, if you can hold off for that second one, if you get a nice stack of blues or something, you can... Yeah, because you'll steal a lot more mana on that offense once you start hitting them with tiles. You're just getting more and more mana. But yeah, look, I think he gives a good bit of flexibility, and he's one of these fun heroes that you can build a team where he becomes really, really fun. He's giving that mana degen every time he casts, so if you can continually cast him at very fast, you get these minions, they just give you more mana, he speeds up, he can then cast again quicker, and you're just putting that minus mana on. But again, keep in mind, there's so many enemies now that will feed off that mana. Look, I'll do a few summons as well. I just mentioned earlier. So yeah, if you've got him leveled and you get the costume, it's great. I wouldn't be trying to get him, there's nothing specific he does great. He's just that support hero that you can sort of use to help out. But as we just seen on my war hits, if you haven't checked that video, go check them out. There's a lot of interesting teams that I've put together for today's wars. So you just see how different things can work and can make the game a bit more varied and in my eyes fun than just saying, oh, I'm going to take 3 greens that when I hit the enemy it kills them. Like, yeah, different ways to do things. Let's do some summons and see what we get. Probably don't need to do these summons. Bane is always a good start. If only it was a Dawa. All right. I've only got a couple, so not many to go through. Nothing at all yet. We do get a chest. We'll skip that. There we go. Nothing in my few pools. I hope you do get better heroes if you are doing summons. I hope you get the hero you're looking for. I am off to the spa. I'll edit and... Yep, whatever. You don't need to know what I'm doing in the spa. As always, if you enjoy what I'm doing, remember to gently press the subscribe button, give your kitty a script for me, and have a bloody good one. Damn, I was hoping I'd be lucky.